Okay, we've got a combination, folks, of first you have a broth that has got your gizzards, or better known as giblets, that are going to be cooked into this. And once it's cooked, you just bring it to a boil, and you can go ahead and add anywhere between some celery, small pieces, along with chopped onions. Now, I added onions to my recipe that originated from my mother, who really didn't have a recipe, but I decided to add a little onion just to make it a little more specialized there. Along with that, I took some pecans and I chopped pecans up. I also took raisins and put raisins with brown sugar in a small sauce pot with brown sugar and water, and let it come to a boil. And that, of course, has already been added to this mixture. This mixture contains a block of butter, real butter, of course, that is sauteing my vegetables. And I have also added a cup and a half of chopped pecans, or pecans like most people where I'm from would pronounce it, other like fruit nuts. Okay, now along with that, we're just going ahead and basting the product together on medium heat. And while we're doing that, I come over here and check to see what I need to put for my seasoning. And my seasoning, as far as seasoning goes, is going to be a combination of things, but my main ingredient for seasoning is Fiesta Fajita seasoning. You can find this at most stores, but this particular one I do like because it's got your salt, your pepper. That way you don't have to worry about over salting or over peppering anything. You've got a nice combination. And what's nice about it too is that it's got other flavors that just really go real well with it. It's an all season. Believe it or not, you have people that will actually sprinkle this on their fruits too. I personally won't do that, but that most of the time you can do it if you'd like. It's strictly up to that person. Along with that, we're going to add what you call it to the molcajete. A molcajete is what other people know as a mortar and pestle. Your mortar and pestle, of course, consists of this right here. The mix that's in there is some garlic. I prefer to use garlic. Some people say if you're going to go with garlic, you can, just when you think you have enough, add more. It's not going to hurt. Some people like more garlic. You also go with the fajita seasoning also. We also have something called bird peppers, or by definition, they are called chili piquin. The chili piquin is a pepper that we were raised as children outside of our homes. And what we have done, this particular one was raised by my husband. These chilies right here are easily 20 years old. We also have another container down here that has got some more that we just collect, and all we have done is put them in vinegar with a garlic, and we keep that throughout the year. I've got just a whole lot of it. I also have some that you can freeze. I've got a batch of it here, just the fresh that I have frozen. And if you just feel like cooking more with it, you just grab yourself a little handful. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that, you're going to put it in your mortar and pestle with your garlic, grind it up with your seasoning, your peppers, of course. Then you just commence to grind it, and when you grind it, you're going to get basically your base. You're wondering what the red is? The red is a tomato sauce. I recommend H-E-B, Del Monte. I'm not crazy about Hunt's. Sorry, I'm not crazy about Hunt's, folks, but it's to each his own. But I do like the tomato sauce either from Del Monte or H-E-B. I pour somewhat that mixed with it and just create my base. And that, my dear, is what we're getting ready to place in this. That right there, of course, as you can see, is getting cooked. That's the combination of butter with your pecans and your cooked raisins that have been cooked in brown sugar and water. Okay. Once we get the fire going up to a little bit, because you want to go ahead and get a nice hot fire on it. You can hear it searing, but you don't want to burn it. You want to keep just stirring it around so that everything's being coated. Keep it in mind. Anything burnt is just going to contribute to the whole flavor, and I don't want my food burnt. All right, once we get that going.
Mama called this something.
This,
there was a word for that word.
well, this is your guisada.
Yeah.
This is what you call your guisada. It's your turkey pieces. It's highly recommended that you take turkey pieces like thighs, neck bones from the turkey, legs, and go ahead and cook them in a pan like this and put it in the oven and bake it with the foil on top, because it's very important that you achieve a gravy like this, which is your drippings. And my mother, or our mother,